This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
Hundreds of students, faculty, and community members gathered to celebrate and remember the life of a 20-year-old student-athlete who was killed in an auto accident over Memorial Day weekend.
A failure to properly manage its meal program for low-income students led the Lake Chelan School District to replace its food services director.
Tickets are on sale for the first ever Moses Lake Air Show set for Father's Day weekend at the Grant County International Airport.
The Talons were out in the back-and-forth battle between the Wenatchee Valley Skyhawks and the Idaho Horsemen.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News. And it starts now.
The mood was somber outside the Van Tassel Center on the campus of Wenatchee Valley College Tuesday evening, where hundreds of students, faculty, and community members gathered to celebrate and remember the life of a 20-year-old student-athlete who was killed in an auto accident over Memorial Day weekend. Arkansas native Rachel Odema was a sophomore at WVC who was less than a month away from graduating when the three-vehicle crash on U.S. Highway 97A, 10 miles south of Entiat, claimed her life early Sunday morning. Odema had been part of the WVC women's basketball program for the past 2 seasons, including this year's Northwest Athletic Conference championship squad. Rachel's coaches and teammates, along with her mother Mary and stepfather Jeff Machira, and the rest of the ceremony's attendees, all carried flowers in Rachel's favorite hue of yellow as they reflected upon her life and communed in support over their shared grief of her passing. In addition to her athletic exploits at WVC, Odema was also involved in student leadership through the institution's Senate program, an endeavor which her advisor and the school's Associate Dean of Campus Life, Equality, and Inclusion, Erin Tofty Nordvik, shared with the mournful audience.
I can tell you that she made me want to be a better person and a better advisor for our Senate team. She showed a level of maturity, self-possession, and humility I have not seen in very many people in my life. She lived her life in a way I only dream of living mine.
Along with Odema's contributions of action on campus, she was also celebrated for the difference her inherent diversity made in the lives of others, including by close friends and fellow Senate members Ellen and Elizabeth Farrell.
I don't know if you know this, but in Wenatchee, there isn't a lot of black people here. I had seen Rachel multiple times in the previous year and would sneak quick glances, but was too shy and nervous to say hi. Walking into the diversity room, almost late as usual for our first Senate meeting, my heart skipped when I saw Rachel sitting on the couch. For once, my sister and I weren't going to be the only black people in the room.
And I often describe my love language as dancing, eating, and laughing. And it wasn't until this year when I met Rachel that I finally found somebody other than my twin sister with such a unique love language.
The ceremony also included an address by WVC Athletic Director Kyle Varick and Pastor Cameron Byenberg of Sage Hills Church. At its conclusion, 23 of Odema's family members, closest friends, and teammates each released a yellow balloon commemorating her jersey number and signifying her departure from this world into the next. There was also a video presentation celebrating Rachel's life for attendees to view inside the Van Tassel Center.
In one of Rachel's last Instagram posts, she said, "I swear, this life is like the sweetest thing I've ever known."
For iFIBER 1 News, I'm Chris Hansen.
This segment is brought to you by
Change doesn't have to be complicated. With a low-profile microwave hood combination that's ready to install right out of the box. It fits in the same space as your under-cabinet hood, so you can get your microwave off the countertop and make space for the routines worth keeping. The low-profile microwave hood combination from the #1 selling appliance brand in the USA.
Whirlpool Appliances, now available at more furniture in Ephrata.
A failure to properly manage its meal program for low-income students led the Lake Chelan School District to replace its food services director. That disclosure comes in a new report by the Washington State Auditor's Office, which found the district provided reduced-price meals to students who were not eligible to receive them. The problem was an accounting method. About 54% of Lake Chelan students qualify for free or reduced-price meals. To get a 3% sample of recipients, the district's food services director was supposed to verify household incomes for 7 applicants, but only verified 4. The district also did not send follow-up notices to a 2-student household that failed to provide income documentation. Those 2 students continued to receive discounted meals despite becoming ineligible. District Superintendent Barry DePauli told the auditor that Lake Chelan School's USDA program had been problematic over the past 2 years, and the food service supervisor was replaced last year due to performance issues. He said training from a private consultant and the Office of the Superintendent of Public Instruction should help resolve the issues. Jefferson Robbins, iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Your taste buds bored? Well, then bring them to Jay's Teriyaki. Not only does Jay's have a variety of teriyaki dishes, they also offer mouth-watering salads and sides. Call Jay's 509-764-5155. Jay's Teriyaki, located at 123 East Broadway in Moses Lake, because it's all in the sauce.
Tickets are on sale for the first ever Moses Lake Air Show set for Father's Day weekend at the Grant County International Airport. The June 14th and 15th Air Show will feature a variety of aerial acts, from the U.S. Army Golden Knights parachute team to aerobatics with the Alpha Jet featuring wing smoke, smoke rings, and fast jet maneuvers, and Yellow Thunder, a 2-plane formation demonstration team, among other acts. Back on the ground, exhibits will include static aircraft, military vehicles and hardware, a static radio control aircraft display, and a STEM education zone, as well as an art display and food trucks and vendor displays. Doors open and ground exhibits start at 10 a.m. on both Friday and Saturday, with aerial performances from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. One-day tickets are $15 for adults, $5 for kids ages 6 to 15, and kids 5 and under are free. Senior and military tickets are $12, and a family pass for 2 adults and up to 4 kids is $42. Tickets are currently on sale online at moseslakeairshow.com. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
The Talons were out in the back-and-forth battle between the Wenatchee Valley Skyhawks and the Idaho Horsemen. The Skyhawks appeared poised to take flight and avoid a 4-game skid, scoring 2 touchdowns to take a 14-0 lead halfway through the second quarter. However, the Skyhawks could no longer lasso the Horsemen, who would gallop into the end zone twice in the latter half of the second quarter. Back-to-back touchdowns, 2 of which were scored by the Skyhawks, capped the first half with a thrilling touchdown strike from quarterback Jarvis Alston to receiver Wesley Gray. The seesaw affair continued into the fourth quarter, but the Skyhawks were outpaced after yielding to the Horsemen defense, who would hold them to 2 field goals that eventually cost them the opportunity to regain the lead. With the score 39-47, Jarvis Alston's nimbleness put the Skyhawks into a position that would tie the contest, but his late-game heroics were soon forgotten after throwing the last of several picks on the night during the ensuing 2-point conversion attempt. The final score of 45-47 dropped the Skyhawks to 2-5, while the Idaho Horsemen maintain an undefeated campaign at 7-0. The Skyhawks will face the winless Tri-Cities Fire on Saturday, June 2nd in Kennewick. Kickoff is at 6 p.m. I'm Sean Goggins for iFIBER 1 Sports.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at ifiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.